Hello, Gossiper. Sharona here. So, as you know, I've been reporting on this story for a couple months now, and you're saying to yourself, what story? How are we supposed to know and you're not telling us? Well, I'm talking about the David and Celeste Rivas story. Now, just to jog your memory, about 2 months ago, there was a car parked. It was towed when it went to the tow yard, and one of the reasons why they towed the car because they said a funky smell was coming from the car. Anyways, they towed it to the tow yard. When they opened it, it was a Tesla. They saw the body of Celeste Rivas, and the car's registered to a singer named David, which I have no clue who he is. And then that's when, everything started. So, like I said, this was 2 months ago. There have been no arrests. Everyone is wondering, even if he's not arrested for the M, because we're not sure if he did it, she was an underage girl. So he should have been brought in just because she was a minor.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's
bye.
been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
Now TMZ is reporting that David, he's likely to be indicted in the Celeste Rivas killing. So we're going to read this quick article, and it said singer David, and he spells it D4vd. Singer David will likely face M charges for the death of Celeste Rivas. And that's because the grand jury that's hearing the case will be asked to hand down an indictment, sources tell TMZ. There was a report last month that the grand jury was an investigative grand jury, a grand jury that helps authorities gather evidence, but one does not indict. An investigative grand jury can be useful to subpoena and then force uncooperative witnesses to testify. Our sources say, however, the grand jury that has been hearing witnesses in the Celeste Rivas murder is actually one that will vote on indictments. And multiple sources tell TMZ that authorities, including prosecutor Beth Silverman, believe David was involved in the death of Rivas. TMZ broke the story. Earlier this month, David's day-to-day manager, Robert, testified for days. A TMZ reporter heard Robert tell his lawyer in the courtroom hallway Silverman was very pushy as to why he didn't call the cops. So Silverman is the attorney who wants to, she's a prosecutor who wants to bring charges against David. And Silverman, the prosecutor, she, I guess, wanted to know why he didn't push and call the police. And he responded by saying it wasn't his responsibility and his job was to make sure David's tour kept going. So the article went on to say grand jurors generally do what prosecutors want, in no small part because the target, in this case David, has no right to present a defense. There was also talk in the courtroom hallway the grand jury could hear witnesses in February, so don't expect a quick indictment. So, yeah, that's why I didn't report much on this anymore, because everybody's like, it's there. The proof is there. You have social media videos, text messages, everything with this David and Celeste. And like I said, we want to get her killer, but the fact that she was a minor when he started dating her, that's enough to charge him with child abuse, right? Or SA towards a child and bring him in on that. So this back and forth with, witnesses testifying what they know, and we don't even know what people are saying, right? So yeah, gossipers, that's the latest. Because right now they're talking about February we might get something. I don't know why it's taking them so long to name him as a suspect. And again, they want to go in, make sure that they have their what they call dot their I's and cross their T's. Cause we live in America. You do something like this, especially to a black man, it's like, oh yes, you wanted to take him down. You didn't do your investigation to make sure, and now you want to accuse him and indict him when there's proof showing that he didn't know. With the killing part, we don't know, but with the underage, we have the proof on that. Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts?